Audio test?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
hello.
back. Sorry, the audio was muted for a second. How is everyone doing on a wonderful Wednesday night? Welcome to another episode of the Comeback City. Co-host Skyy,
Lance,
and we're ready to dial in. How's everyone doing tonight, man? Let's make sure we get some hype in the chat. Let's get some ones in the chat, dude. Absolutely insane. How's the audio now? We good? Oh yeah, we got ones. Okay, so we are good. Sorry about that. We were muted for a second. Technical difficulties. Here it is. Yo, let's get some ones in the chat, dude. By the way, if you guys are in the guild, I need you to post in the guild chat that we are live, because a lot of people don't even know we go live on these podcasts, and we usually have like 30, 40, 50 people, so it would really, really help. I need you guys to hype it up and be like, yo, they're live, they're doing crazy stuff. Help us out, dude. It would really, really appreciate it. We need a one emote. Wow, that's actually a really good idea.
a ones in the chat emote?
Actually, you should totally text that to me. Can you text that to me? Insane.
A one in
One
the chat?
emote is insane. That's actually so smart. Send you what up, baby. Womp, womp. Yo, guys, they're live doing... Yeah, exactly. I need that. You guys got to spam that in the guild chat. By the way, guys, don't forget, we also have the Twitch as well, if you guys want to show some love. And in case you guys didn't notice yet, we got the Goblin merch on, dude.
It actually, the prints came in today for them. So everyone who ordered them, they're getting shipped out tomorrow morning.
Yeah. We made, I believe, Mark's, and then there was, I think it was Jason or Steven.
There's a lot of orders.
A
lot of orders we gotta get shipped out. But we started printing a few of them already. A lot more to go. Should have them all. They're all gonna be ready to get shipped out in the morning.
Yeah. No, we're definitely shipping them out tomorrow morning. A long night tonight of printing shirts here live at the Comeback Kids studio. Awesome experience. It's been a lot of fun doing that stuff too. And honestly, it's really good doing that for the community and the guild. It's not really just a, Comeback Kids thing, but it's a guild thing too. Like, being able to wear exclusive shirts for your guild, that's a cool thing to do.
It like these shirts really, I think, are for the guild more than anyone else. Like, who's gonna care more to buy these things than the guild, right?
Yeah, so it's really cool, man. It's awesome. Y'all need an extension to integrate YouTube and Twitch chat on screen. Shit, I gotta do that too. Good point. I think someone told me. Actually, I think it was you. I gotta do that for sure.
Couple of big things that happened this week, right? In WoW.
Yeah. There was a couple, some drama as well. We got a bunch of changes in classes and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Any word on the Canada shipping?
Not yet.
You son of a...
Well, we're getting there. We're gonna get there.
You
Listen,
son of
I just got back from that little vacation, and we're getting back to it. We're trying to get back into the swing of things still, That was my first day back in the office, but we're here, and we're gonna start working on this stuff now. But yeah, a couple of big things happened this week, man. Those DDoS attacks that affected all versions of the game, but particularly they affected those hardcore guilds. Blizzard said they will not be doing anything for it, then they kind of went back. Now they are.
Yeah.
Now they're resident characters. OnlyFans was dead. Now it's back. OnlyFans is not dead.
Was not dead. Yeah.
OnlyFans is still going strong.
That's insane. Let me...
Oh, I just got a message. We got the first shirts that was not goblins. I think people are starting to receive them finally.
Oh,
Sky.
Really?
So that's good.
I need to... 1 second. I should probably link... Oh, man.
What are you doing here?
Hold on. I gotta handle something real
but
quick.
yeah, I mean, the OnlyFans drama is interesting, right? And I don't know if you've seen the forums, but they're on fire right now. A lot of people very anti OnlyFans getting resurrected in hardcore. A lot of people very pro, and they're going back and forth. At the end of the day, a lot of people feel like OnlyFans continuing means these DDoS attacks are going to keep happening. I feel as though the fact that Blizzard said that if there's a DDoS, they're gonna res is actually gonna stop it personally. Do I think... I don't know. I don't think anyone should be resed in hardcore. That's the risk you run when you play that game mode.
It's tough, but I don't think it's really a moral thing. Like, it's not a moral thing, if I'm being honest. with them at this point when it comes to hardcore and why they're doing it. They're not doing it for the greater good and the good of the fight. I'm gonna be honest. They know if OnlyFans stops playing hardcore,
Hardcore's dead.
hardcore is packed up.
Yeah.
Let me get ones in the chat if you guys can agree. If OnlyFans dies, hardcore dies. It's already taken a major hit since Tyler 1 stopped playing, pretty much. And we only have a few other creators. You have like Zaryu and Pika, but even Peekaboo is doing like retail stuff. He's got an AWC to start preparing for.
100%.
Like,
It's a business decision.
Yeah, it's definitely a business decision, and it also it's not a really cool climactic ending for them to go out that way either. I think it sucks. I would rather them try to do some content that's a lot harder than they would hope to do, and they get their butt whooped and they die. Like Tyler 1 could not have gone out in a cooler way doing what he did in Molten Core. There was no other way cooler than that, in my opinion. It almost died while Cargos had his drama. Yeah, it's very true. Yo, Dasher, what's going on? Yo, just real quick, I want to show some love to you guys in the chat. Necro, Tarkin, Lons Pons, Koozie, Dasher, Tialin, Bong Breath, Chain. We got tons of people. We got Womp in the chat. Real. Dude, if you guys are in the chat and I didn't call out your name, you gotta type in the chat. Let's get you highlighted on the screen, because people who watch the show afterwards, they watch the highlights, they know what we're really talking about. So definitely make sure to do that. Killed the race to rag immediately. Yeah, imagine. I reckon they just want to revive OnlyFans people, so they take the fun out of the whole DDoS shit to maybe prevent it in the future.
Yeah, I mean, that's part of it, but also it's just, they know. There's a certain amount of money that they're making from people who probably only play hardcore, right? Mm-hmm. And they're subbed just for that. And they know losing that, but also just losing that amount of viewers every day on Twitch from OnlyFans, that hurts bad, right? And they don't want to lose that. So you have to.
No, they have to. They know they had to. And people were fuming. There were so many people making videos about the drama and the nonsense and the DDoS attacks. They would have been under heavy fire if they didn't. They had to do it. Blizzard knew they had to do it. By the way, guys, how's the audio when it comes to music? Can you guys hear the lo-fi music in the back? Is it decent? You guys got to let me know about it in the comments, please. Yo, Broform, what's going on, baby? We are live. Jacqueline, what's going on? Once dead, baby. Woo! I just like the shirts. Will you have any in extra large? We can. I think we have extra large right now.
Yeah, we could do, and I already spoke with Liliana about this, but and I have to figure out how to do it, because I don't want to put a bunch of inventory for these, because
they're special.
We could do a special order.
Yeah, they're special orders.
So I think
it's good, not too loud. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it.
What we should probably do, and what we can do, is they could order, like, let's just say if they need an extra large, maybe order an extra large and put a note on the website that they want the special order extra large, and then we could send it, or they could reach out. We could do a PayPal. Just, we don't even need to make any extra money on it, just for whatever the charge is, just to get that the one extra large here.
Yeah,
and that's fine.
Remember, guys, at the end of the day, with the shirts, like, we're gonna do our best to try to get them out to you. We are ordering from the highest quality shirt place we can find, highest quality print place we can buy, and we're printing in-house. So we're doing the best we can to get you the highest quality stuff for the guild. It's not really all about money or trying to expand too much or anything like that. Believe me, there's other ways we can make money, but this is primarily for the guild. So if you're in the guild and you want to rep one of these shirts, these are limited time comeback kid shirts with the goblin design. You got to check out the store.
Yeah, actually, why don't you?
I guess I should hold it up, right?
Yeah, hold that one. If you guys are interested, these are actually a couple of orders that we're going to be getting shipped out.
We just made these today. These are the XLs, dude. It's hard to see from that close up, I guess. They came out good, dude. We got some orders that we're going to get shipped out. We printed a couple already. So awesome. We got a few more that we got to do. Tonight, probably have a lot. We got our work cut out for us tonight. We have easily over 10 orders just to make tonight, not including the ones that we've already shipped. Yeah. So we've only had one stream. We've gotten over 10 orders. Things are going quick. Almost every single person got a Goblin shirt so far. I think there was, 2 who have it? Yeah. Only 2? So it's moving. It's moving. I'd buy one. Yo, check it out, dude. We'll put the link right here. You have the CBK merch shop? Shirt? Maybe. Oh, yeah. I guess we actually have a cool little trailer we could show you for the shirts. Not to make this a a stream where it's like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's the trailer. Check it out. Oh shit, wrong one. Sorry about that.
Okay, the wait is over, ladies and gentlemen. The first official merch drop from the Comeback Kids is here. We've got 2 classics, our clean and bold Comeback Kids logos, but we also got the real deal. Our very first limited edition, exclusive one-time drop, the Retro Goblin Comeback Kids design. And once this shirt is gone, it's gone for good. Don't wait too long because we don't want you missing out. Hit the link in the description below to head on over to the site and grab your merch to rep the Comeback Kids in style today.
Boom, there it is, dude. So yeah, if you want, guys, check it out. By the way, if you guys can, do me a favor. We're trying to hit that view record on Twitch and YouTube. Right now, we just broke our YouTube one, so that's awesome. But we got to get our Twitch going. We got to show some love to the GMs of the Comeback Kids, to the creators. We bust our butt to help you guys out. If you can, go in World of Warcraft right now if you're able to. Spam in the guild that we are live. Help us get the word out, dude. It really, really helps. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to help the channel, that's the #1 way. I don't want donos. I don't want money. Spread the word. We want more people to hear about this, dude. We are... oh, my God. Chads, dude. Chads. Awesome. Anyways, moving on. We do have some class changes to go over that are currently in effect, Lance.
Sure.
Now, last week, we were talking a lot about what classes maybe needed to get adjustments, what needed to get nerfed, what needed to get buffed, and there were some changes.
I'll tell you one. Balance Druid needed those single target buffs. They were literally getting out DPS by prot warriors on single target.
Yes. Because the problem, here's the issue with Balance Druid, right? Balance Druid's talent tree is very poorly designed. In my opinion, Balance Druid in its own has the worst class talent tree design, in my opinion. And Balance Druid, in particular, I think has the worst class spec talent tree design.
Ooh.
So if you're a Balance Druid player in the chat, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to call you out. I'm actually trying to raise awareness that there's a problem because, in my opinion, there definitely is. So they have this problem where they can either spec full AoE or full single target. There's not really a good in between. You have classes like Fire Mage that can deal incredible AoE numbers, spec full single target. So it's pretty funny. Let's dive into just a couple of these. Outlaw Rogue though, yeah, buddy. I'm not really sure what happened, bro. You know, nothing. They didn't get Jack Diddley. If you guys need the Safer Periods pack, there's the Comeback Kid sponsor, Flex period. Yeah, all that fun stuff. Let's zoom in here a little bit. Death Knight. Buffs by 4%. I think Frost needed. Frost was very, very underwhelming. Vengeance, I don't think it needed big nerfs. Any word on if Holy Priest is looking good? Holy Priest is doing good numbers. It's just the problem is, in a mythic environment, they're never going to be wanted over a Disc Priest. But I do want to preface, by the way, everything that we say about a lot of these classes, you can play any class at any level.
Yeah.
You want to emphasize that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I just play, I play my spec, right?
Okay.
And whether it's good or bad, I tend to do okay with it, you know? If you know a class...
We'll pull up Lance's parses later tonight.
No, let's not do that.
No, we'll pull up Lance's parses. This is how we get him to improve.
Let's not do that. We don't have to pull up my parses, right?
Nah, he's great. Trust me, you guys would freak out if you saw his parses, but... Clearly, Warlocks need more buffs. Yeah, I think Affliction is doing well in very higher end content when things stay alive for your Wither and other damage over time burst effects to stay active. Other than that, they're struggling a little bit. Good to see you guys are growing, fighting the booby streamers. Love the content.
It's a battle every day, you know?
Yo,
hey,
listen.
It's a battle every day.
It's hard to fight those two men out there, you know what I mean? That's a 1-2 punch that not a lot of people can beat. The boobers, you know what I mean? It's tough, but we gotta keep it going. Depends on what you're doing in game and what fun you have with the gear you get. I guess it does to an extent, Michael. I do agree. By the way, I think, Michael, I just made your shirt. I think.
Was it that Michael?
It could be another Mike. I don't know. Hey, you never know.
Trojan, by the way, if I didn't get disconnected for the first 3 minutes of Muggsy last week, I would have all purple parses on every boss.
All
right
purple
now.
parses.
All purple. All purple.
But yeah, it does. We just want to preface, you can play any class in any spec. Even in Mythic, you can. Even in high keys, you can. It's just, you know, it takes a little bit extra work. What we're trying to highlight here is some classes that need some adjustments, some things that can help them to go a long way, quality of life stuff. Right off the bat, Balanced Druid, in my opinion, was one of the worst like specs in the game, not because of their raw damage is low at times, because their talent tree is awful designed, and they're very inconsistent compared to the other specs, whether you have to cleave or deal single target or not. You put Balanced Druid on a Styx Bunk Junker fight, he's cleaving the entire arena with Starfall the entire time, and he'll pump numbers like you've never seen. Then you go put him on, what's the fight with all the
Sprocket?
Yeah, where it's pure single target, and you will not see the guy. You won't see him.
You shouldn't bring him to that fight.
So single target, they were struggling really bad. So what did they do? They buffed their Wrath damage by 30%, which, I mean, you're never really using Wrath anyways, unless it's to get into, you know, your Lunar Eclipse form, but whatever. Star Surge damage, 5% is not bad, but the big damage buff was the Lunar Calling Starfire damage, because Lunar Calling makes your Starfire hit just drastically harder, but you're not allowed to go into Solar Eclipse. So the takeaway is you can't go into Solar Eclipse anymore, but your Starfire hits hard as shit. So I think it will improve. We'll have to see how it actually puts them this week. But I think it's an improvement. Is there any Balanced Druid players out there or lovers? All purple and LFR? That's crazy.
Actually, it's all purple in story mode, by the way. Actually, story mode purple parses.
Imagine there's a story mode full raid to complete.
Actually, I parsed purple in story mode. That's crazy.
That's pretty funny, dude. That's pretty funny.
Yes, so the Balanced Druid changes are pretty good.
Yeah,
Guardian needed it too, right?
Yeah, not defensively so much. I would say just they're never gonna keep up with a spec like Blood Death Knight, Vengeance Demon Hunter, and absolutely not Prot Warrior. Guardian Druid is not dealing good damage right now. Their defensive capability, let me tell you something. Their self-healing is absolutely out of control. It's out of control with the Guardian of Elune spec, Frenzied Regen, and then they have something, there's a talent in there that makes them heal additional, but their healing is insane. It is very, very impressive, their capabilities when it comes to healing, but their damage is absolutely piss poor. Very, very bad.
Can't have it all.
Yeah, you can't have it all. I do definitely get that. Prout Warrior is nasty though, which we will talk about, I guess, in a minute.
You mean Gladiator Warrior? They might as well be Gladstans.
Yeah, man, Lance, you should see how ridiculous it is. I was playing Prot Warrior the other day, just helping out some, you know, lower end guildies, trying to get some low keys in, and you literally just go in there. You know, you pop your avatar on cooldown because it comes off very quick, and you're spamming Revenge. Now, Revenge is a cleave in front of you now. It's not a single target heavy hitter like back in the day. So it cleaves everything in front of you for 20 rage, and it deals millions of damage every time you cast it. I mean, not on individual targets, but like individual, you know, like AoE. And not only that, you have your Demolish from your hero talent. And I personally have had it hit for 13, 14 million damage.
As Prot?
As Prot in one swing. So you want to talk about nuclear damage? Prot Warrior is absolutely pumping. So they did get some nerfs, which were definitely warranted, in my opinion. But the problem is like, Prot doesn't have anywhere near the sustain of Blood Guardian. Doesn't have anywhere near the mobility of Vengeance. So they absolutely don't have any utility compared to Prot Paladin. But the thing is like, they have heavy mitigation and damage.
They bonk.
Yeah. And if you take that away, you know, what are they?
Less bonk.
Less bonk. Yeah, I guess.
They do a lot less bonk if they take their damage away.
Less bonk. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Can I get less bonks in the chat for Prot Warriors? Less bonks in the chat, guys, from Prot Warriors. Insane. Less bonk new t-shirt idea. That's crazy.
Actually, it's pretty crazy.
Devastation. Now, Devastation's main problem is actually not their damage. It's just their tier set. It's the worst in the game. It gives like I think it was like a 0.83% damage increase. It is Horrible.
Oh shit.
It was so bad, in fact, that people would wear the Nurabar Palace tier set instead. So they would just skip on the new tier set.
That's crazy.
So what they did is they nerfed the Nurabar Palace one here. They nerfed it. They said it was too strong and causing players to not want to equip the new gear from the Undermine.
Oh my god.
So they nerfed it, they gutted it, and then they're buffing the Undermine 2-piece a little bit, even though it's still horrible, by the way.
Okay.
No damage occurring more often is still no damage. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Please increase the damage of your next power spell with my fun.
My Muggsy
that's not
Log's a
good.
criminal. That's crazy. Oh, Mark Connolly. Oh, I think it was your shirt, Mark. Did you order a shirt? Because I think I just made your Goblin shirt today. We got them. And they're
Was it
looking...
Mark or Michael? Now you're
I don't know,
confusing me.
dude. I don't know, but I did it. Started with an M, and we made it happen. And it was epic. By the way, looking sharp, baby. Yeah, he did. Yeah, it had to have been your shirt then. I just got it finished. We're shipping it out tomorrow. So I hope you're ready for that.
And, by the way, the delay is not because we're lazy. The prince just came in this morning.
Yeah, very true.
It's the only reason, just so we're clear, the Goblin Prince just came in.
It is very true. By the way, guys, if you're interested at all in checking out some of the merch, click on the link that I just posted in chat. You could go over there. They're limited edition merch, and as well as the other logos as well. Only going to be here for a limited amount of time. Hope you guys enjoy it. Moving on now, though. It's all good. No rush. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. We're going to get it out to you as soon as we can.
Oh, everyone's favorite spec. Augmentation.
Wah, wah. Now, listen. Free patch. I know you were telling me that you still thought they were going to be good. And by the way, I agreed. I thought they were still going to be domination.
What's up, Jason?
Oh, Jason, what's going on,
Wait.
baby? Valkyrin, what's going on?
Castanopolis. He ordered a shirt. I remember that name.
Castanopolis.
I remember that name.
Yo, we do remember that name. Yo, that is awesome. What's up, Jason? How we doing? Valkyrin, what's going on? I'm driving home, so can't chat. We'll chat when I get home. Just wanted to say hi before I start driving again. Yo, drive safe. God bless. Once you get home, come back in the stream. We're going to be hanging out. Thank you so much, man. Hope you drive safe. We'll see you soon,
Jason,
Valkyrin.
real quick question. You Greek?
Ghost Reaper over on Twitch. What's going on, baby? How we doing? Okay, so Augmentation Evoker. By the way, this is a spec in Raid that I really like, and thematically, that is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Like the whole time dragon with earth powers, doing that whole thing. I've always loved that. The problem is, it's the only one of its kind, the only buff forever. So typically, what problems does that cause, Lance? If it's the only one of its kind.
Well, it makes it so that it's a requirement to have one.
Okay.
And when it's good, then you're griefing your raid if you don't have one. And then if it's bad, it's just, why would you ever bring it, right?
Yeah.
And they made it clear that for this specific season, they wanted to swing to that direction for the first time since its inception, by the
About
way.
a year and a half, yeah.
They don't want it being played this
Yeah.
season. They made that. It's almost like, remember in Warlords of Draenor, when they said, we don't want you playing Demo Lock, because they knew they were reworking it for Legion. Like, they literally said that on the forums. Yeah, that's kind of what they did for AUG. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get a full rework for it in the next season where it's
Yeah.
not a support spec.
And we're going to talk about that. You all have an awesome evening. Yo, One's Dead. Thank you so much. Appreciate the
Thank
love.
you, buddy.
Battered, not broken. Still working, but listening to you guys anyways. Not distracting at all. Well, I hope we don't distract you too much. Thank you for being here, by the way. Appreciate the love. I've been playing Monk mostly, and I'm loving it. Awesome, dude. By the way, Windwalker. Yeah, you want to talk about a great spec right now? Windwalker's doing good.
Great time to play a monk.
Back to augmentation. I agree on every point that you said, and I would absolutely not be surprised if it gets a full rework, top to bottom.
Either they have to rework it, and this support, they have to just admit that this support, idea was a failure, or they have to give us more support specs.
And what might those support specs be by any chance?
I mean, Bard comes to mind.
Bard.
Right?
Okay, a little Bard action, not bad.
I would say I wouldn't mind that. That could be one of the only specs or classes that would make me reroll off a shadow.
Yeah,
probably.
you for sure. What about maybe Tinker? People have
Yeah,
mentioned
you could do
that.
it. I mean, you could do anything with you could do
A third spec for Demon Hunter?
sure, yeah, you could do that. Why not? I mean, the sky's the limit, right? You know, it's not my job to come up with support specs for World of Warcraft. That's their job, right?
Augmentation, a new tank spec. Yo, honestly, and don't get me wrong, I love the idea of this spec, and I love Earth Magic and Time Magic. I love it. I really want it to succeed. But when something is one of its only kind, and not only that, it's the best and it's mandatory, it is absolutely gonna be hated. Very easily, it's only a matter of time before everyone despises that something.
Yeah, because, well, especially the people of that class, because they have, it's like, why the fuck are you playing Devastation, right?
Yeah.
If you start adding other support specs and Koozie, to your point, at least where it's like, okay, well, I'm an evoker and I'm not a healer. Okay, well, it looks like I'm playing Aug forever. I have to support. I'm
Yep.
relegated to be a support now because, first off, there's not a lot of evokers to begin with. Not like you're seeing a ton of fucking evokers.
Yeah, you're definitely right.
So like when you do see one, I've heard stories of people being like, yeah, I've been forced to play Aug for my raid and I want to reroll to a new class even. They're like, dude, we need you to stay Aug. Okay, well, maybe if they start adding other support specs and other support classes where it's like, okay, well, maybe they could take
They
that
would
support
need
role.
multiple.
You need 2 more.
Yeah, they
At
would
least.
need 2 more at least. Because Koozie put up an amazing point. By the way, Koozie is very, very smart when it comes to WoW. Talking anything WoW, he is very smart. But he's absolutely right. You can't just add 1 more because one will be better than the other. 3, there can somewhat be some sort of maybe equilibrium. Obviously, there's still always going to be one that's technically best, obviously, but there's a little bit more leeway. It's very hard. It's very hard. You're coming up with a whole new like pretty much role. It's a whole new role. It's not damage, it's support. So,
And then you got to make dungeons 6 players instead of 5 so that you have a support in every group.
but then the problem is no one's going to be playing supports. So they're going to be more rare than tanks and healer.
Looks like I'm getting a lot of group invites.
It's a problem. Unless they do something like your DPS specs, for example, Hunter, Warlock, Mage, Rogue. Unless like they do something drastic where, okay, a class can't have 3 DPS roles.
Fuck it. Survival Hunter could be made a support. No one plays that
Now
shit
listen,
anyway.
if you know, from outside looking in, I'm not playing those classes, like those specs, even though I'm playing Outlaw. I don't think it would be a god-awful idea if they went the route of them trying to expand supports. This is the whole point. Do I think it's a good idea? No. But if they went that route of they want to expand supports and make Bard, Tinker, maybe Outlaw Rogue, maybe Arcane Mage, maybe Demonology Warlock, and they turn them into sort of like support specs, I think that would be a good direction. I wouldn't be totally against that. You know what I mean?
Dasher, I disagree. You know, back in Classic, a lot of these shit DPS specs, the only value you had was the support you brought.
Yo, that's crazy, Dasher. You're right. Otherwise, you're just a totem dropper. I was Enhancement Shaman.
Yeah, I mean,
Gore.
but that's
Oh,
that
yeah.
was Paladin.
People don't like being dragons. You're right.
That was Paladin back in Vanilla. That was Shadow Priest. If you were playing one, you were there just to buff your warlocks, right?
Yeah.
Shaman, Alan, like all those were just that. Now, the problem with the modern WoW player, especially DPS players, is they don't give a fuck about helping the squad at all.
No.
They want to see their number go up so they can bonk.
That was 20 years ago, and yeah, you're right. MMOs today aren't really designed because everyone, they look at the parses, they look at the logs. People have changed, mindset has changed. It's not all about that. I don't know if you guys have ever played an MMO called City of Heroes. They had support roles that weren't just healers. They were literal buffers.
They were crowd control. They were buff.
Yeah.
They were debuff.
They were buffing, debuffing, and giving like extra armor or extra resistances rather than healing. They would give absorbs. They would give a cooldown reduction increase. They would, there's a lot of things. Support
City
warrior.
of Heroes. What? Yeah, just yelling at people. Yeah.
You bitch!
Do better! Do better! Come on!
City of Heroes did
It's like your dad.
the support role insane.
Yeah, I think they nailed it. my
Right?
personal
Like,
opinion. Horses are the college degrees of WoW.
that's how you get into better teams, better guilds, better everything.
Lotro does it great. I never really got into diving really deep into Lotro like that. I like the combat a lot.
I don't really. EverQuest did it pretty good, but I don't think anyone did it as good as City of Heroes. City of Heroes, like, as a matter of fact, controller, it's like the most important thing you could have in a group. You were like utility, as in you buffed everyone, but you also debuffed all the enemies, and you did crowd control, but you could also heal. It's like you could a Swiss Army knife wherever your group needed you the most. And by the way, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
WoW wasn't for the old players like me anymore, unless you solo things like I do. Yeah, I'll tell you what, delves are pretty kick-ass content for that. And I can talk about that for hours and hours and hours. But going back, because I think we could talk about this a little bit longer. To wrap up the whole augmentation issue and going to the buffs, I would say that personally, this is a personal opinion, and you got to let me know what your opinions about this in the comment section below or in the live chat now, what you think they should do with augmentation. But my personal opinion, I think they should add 2 support specs and maybe not make them as dedicated supports like AUG, because AUG is straight support. And now they're doing this weird thing where they're trying to buff their personal damage by 15%, which isn't going to do shit for the spec. We all know it, because half their damage is support. So in actuality, it's only 7% damage increase. So 7% damage on previously no damage is still no damage. So they either have to pick one. AUG is not a support, or it is a full-on support.
They should just start doing at this point they have to rework it.
I think so too.
Because they're not going to make other support specs.
Just pick one. Leave
it dead. Maybe the whole expansion, for the rest of the expansion, just let AUG be dead.
Okay, but they have this thing where like you're doing full-blown rotations after you press 2 buttons. It's Prescience and Ebonite. You press your Prescience, you do your Ebonite, and then you go about a DPS rotation similar to Devastation. Yeah, that's not good design. I like the idea, and it's cool, but it's not right in the game. They should do things where it's similar to like a healer spec then. If you want to go full-on fucking support and you want to do it, let's do it. Give me more buttons than just Prescience and Ebonite. Give me something to add, maybe some absorbed shields that increase cooldown reduction rate while they have it active. Give me something. Give me something to work with.
More debuffs to enemies.
Yeah, I would love that too. Sounds great.
Right, like you have to keep this debuff.
And that's
on.
that's what I was saying. If Demon Hunter got a 3rd spec, what if it was a debuff spec? Like it was a straight debuffer. Like a debuffs, control, maybe buffer, similar to AUG in a way, not as strong, obviously. So every support has their niche. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was a cool idea. I was talking about that with somebody the other day. But you know, it is what it is. But
no, they're not going to make more support specs. So
I don't think so.
Leave AUG dead this for the rest of the expansion. Make it a tank spec next expansion. You might as well. More tank specs can't hurt, I guess, right?
Remove AUG and Teemo too. From League?
Definitely remove Teemo.
Get him the fuck. Buff AUG by 500%. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Max. Their 15% ain't gonna do shit. Warlock Hero Spec Fell Witch Debuffer. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, Trojan. I feel like Warlock would be a great candidate for a debuff spec. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, yeah.
This priest on steroids, give them a skill cap where they have a system like Balanced Druid and Kata. Yeah, that'd be cool where like you rotate between like a buff timer and then maybe a debuff timer, or like a buff timer or a healing timer. Something like that'd be kind of cool.
They have to do something more interesting. If they're going to keep AUG, besides making maybe a couple of other specs, it definitely does have to be more interesting. It's very shallow. Honestly, both DPS evokers are shallow. when it comes to gameplay.
I agree. I mean, Dev is improved with hero talent stuff, and this tier set in particular makes them a little bit more intricate because, you once you use an empower spell, 2 spells after that I think get enhanced, and then.
Oh, you want to double disintegrate?
Or wait, no, that's a talent. It's a Shattering Star thing. There's a time where you can randomly proc Shattering Star, and then there's one other thing that's but it doesn't change up gameplay that much. But I was just agreeing with your point. Warlock needs a real Necromancer spec.
If anyone's getting a Necromancer spec, it's Death Knight.
I mean, what is a Necromancer? Is it not Unholy DK?
Pretty sure, yeah. I mean, I think they're just thinking of like a cloth caster.
Warlock.
Yeah.
Let's get Ghost Reno. He's back with a pup. What's going on? Yo, are you driving today or what? Are you wrapping up? Did you ever get home yet? Are you on your 3-week on, 3-week off thing? Did you ever, or is it 2-week? What was it for the Reno? I forgot.
14 days.
14 days? Did you ever get back home for another week? Oh, let's go, baby. Yo, are you in the guild? That's so cool, dude. That is awesome. Grats, man. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night. Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you remembering. That's so cool that we can hang out now. Both Dev and Prez got carried by the previous tier set. The trees are pretty Nah, right now, their talent trees are... their tier sets are ass. By the way, all 3 of them. I think Augs is actually the best, but the spec in itself is... They gutted it too much.
Yeah, it's dog.
The ebb and might uptime with the tier set is insane.
Well, I don't think they were planning on making it ass until right before when they made all those changes.
Right before.
Yeah. Because it was still, if you go 2 weeks before the patch and you look at everyone's tier list, everyone had AUG and S.
Yeah, literally, I posted a video, range DPS tier list. I put mine AUG as S.
Yeah.
And then a day later, remember? And then we're getting comments being like, you have no idea what you're talking about. This guy's an idiot, da-da-da-da. I mean, I guess 24 hours later, I am an idiot, right?
Who knew that was coming, though? It has synergies with heavy CD periods, so when defensive CDs are popped, you are just AoE buffing better than Ret and Enhance and other classes who already support others and their innate assets.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Augmentation, you could really talk about that forever, right?
Designing a support spec, I feel like it's so good to have in an MMO. My personal opinion.
It attracts a certain type of player.
Like, first of all, I would love to try it out. I would love to try it. Like a support, controller, buffer, debuffer type spec. That's so cool to me. Like that, I don't know. Max goes garbage. Yeah, a week ago, lol. Been nice to be home. Not yet, but I should join. Thanks for having me. Yeah, man, if you're down, more than welcome. They gutted AUG to give other specs to get others. Here's a problem. That's actually all a lie anyways. Because just because somebody, or I guess the top players are playing AUG, doesn't mean you're constantly going to see them in low, mid, or even high-ish tier. Just because they're played at the 0.1% all the time doesn't mean it's always played in the mid tier as well.
They're not even good in the mid tier.
Well, yeah, they're just not efficient. Because it still relied on a great team to make it good.
Well, also, for them to bring value, you needed like that damage that it was just they helped with the defensive, otherwise it's not worth it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So like in a 7,
you're not gonna get any value.
Yeah.
There's 0 value.
Yeah.
I've tried it last patch. I literally tried it and it just wasn't good. There's almost 0% in Pug Mythic Plus. I have yet to see one augmentation, and I've been playing plus 10, 11. I've played plus 2s, 3s, 4s. I played 5, 6, 7. I've done everything so far except for like 12 and beyond. That's the only thing I haven't touched yet. But I've touched 11s. I've touched 10s. I have yet to see one single augmentation evoker. Be right back, re-rolling AUG. That's crazy. I was just playing mine today to get tier set on it, by the way. That's really funny that you say that, because I am going to try it. You need to play Final Fantasy 14 if you truly support spec. So if you support spec classes.
14 does it okay. I wouldn't say they do it better than an EverQuest or City of Heroes did it years ago. I think they do it okay. It's okay.
I can't really speak on that. I don't know much about Final Fantasy 14 support specs. It's an interesting topic. Anyways, going back. So, this is really funny. This is what makes me think that they're gonna reworking this. Got Twitch on the tablet and YouTube on the phone.
No.
Yo, that's insane. By the way, guys, I will say, even though YouTube is blasting tonight, if you guys can maybe get it on a second tab, the Twitch. I'm linking it right now in the YouTube chat because we're trying to break the record. Because if Twitch sees us consistently growing, they're gonna push us higher and higher on that list, and it'll help out the channel. So if you guys can, maybe get it on a second tab, see what's going on. Anyways, what really solidified this thought for me personally on them, they're happy with it being shit, is this. After our last round of tuning, we're pleased with augmentation support capabilities, as that was the strength of the spec, right?
Yep.
However, their personal damage contribution is lower than we'd like. We're buffing their personal damage to bring their overall output up, without further increasing the support contributions. So pretty much, they know the spec is dead.
Yeah.
They know the best part about it was its support capabilities and that it was too OP. They're not addressing that as a problem anymore because it's just bad. And they're buffing the shittiest thing about it by a measly 15%, which, by the way, gets cut in half because half their damage is converted into support damage. So it's actually 7.5%-ish.
Yikes.
So, yo, thanks, man. We got 5 of you guys converting over there. Yo, if we get a couple more people, we break it to 20. That'd be awesome for the Twitch, man. I'd really, really appreciate it. But yeah, man. Anyways, chat, you guys gotta let us know right now in the live chat. Do you want augmentation to be dead or reworked? Or do you think it should just get buffed? What do you guys think right now? Should they rework it or just buff it? I gotta know about it in the comments right now. Lance is gonna go over them.
I can tell you what I think.
What do you think?
Kill that motherfucker. If they're not giving us more support specs, kill it. Let it be dead. It's over. It was fun while it lasted.
That's crazy. Just delete the class. That's awesome.
I think Evoker is cool overall.
I think he meant like spec. Unless he did mean
I think
Evoker.
it's the whole class.
Only run I ran with last season was guild runs. Never once in a pug. I got to 2300 IO, but never, literally never once. That's crazy. Kill it, make it dead. Rework it. How many times has the devs done this to classes? I mean, it's tough. Yo, thanks for the follow, BMX James. Appreciate the love, baby.
It's too niche.
It's very niche. It's too niche. I agree. Delete it from the game. Yeah, there you go. Fuck Evoker, apparently. Dead on Arrival, they've had like 6 patches, never got anything worth keeping. Wait, what is Dead on Arrival?
Augmentation?
What, like, design? What do you mean by that, Dasher? Do you mind? I'm sorry. I know it's annoying to type. I apologize, bro. Do you mind explaining that a little bit? Anyways, Aug. It is what it is, man. They got a slight buff. When it comes to preservation, I actually think their numbers aren't the worst in the game. I actually think there's specs that deal worse. Like Holy Pally was freaking horrible. But problem with preservation, they're very like spacing reliant. You need to be in good position with your team to be able to cleave heal. And bro, yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Bro was telling me the other day they do no damage. They don't do any damage anymore. I'm not sure how that happened. I guess it was a tier set thing. I thought the whole purpose of AUG was to be support, not another pure DPS spec, so why nerf it to the dust?
Yeah, that's because
it makes no sense. People were complaining, and everyone needs a villain. Everyone needs a villain to point out and say, you're the problem. When in actuality, AUG wasn't actually a problem. It, like, if it's something that's played in the 0.1%, it's like, okay, but that's not, it was never played in low keys, mid keys. Like, it was never played. Like, you could clear all the content fine without it.
I think what people are really... It was last season when the God comp was a thing. And it was like...
What do you mean, just priest,
it was just,
fire mage,
yeah, it was just... AUG was just by far the best spec in the game. And it's like, every single run on the high level just had an AUG. People just got fed up with it.
Whatever. People are babies. That's what I think. Preservation. They buff some healing. They buff their damage for Prez. Living Fame damage increase. I don't think you play Chrono Warden. I don't think so. So, I don't know. In my opinion, I don't love the spot Prez is in. I liked them a lot last season. I thought in a raid they were insane. But this time around, I'm really not impressed with them. I have to play one, really, to know how it works exactly. In raids, there is a build for it. Oh, really? Is there? Interesting. Beast Mastery. Surprisingly, they're getting adjustments. But the big changes are to Survival and Marksman. Survival got some adjustments and buffs to Pack Leader. By the way, Survival is doing horrible right now. I don't know if you know that. Not really a surprise. I think that's another spec they should completely rework, but it's doing horrible. The new Pack Leader did not do great for it, and you're kind of just only playing, what is it, Sentinel? What is it called?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called, Sentinel? Yeah. And yeah, they're not really doing that good right now, so they need buffs, and I think they need an entire rework. Surprisingly, even after they just got the Dark Ranger rework, it needs a lot more buffs again. Bleak Plowder, Volley in general got a 25% damage buff. Explosive Shot got a buff. Black Arrow damage by 50%. Holy, the duration and the damage got increased. It's like, when is it enough? You know?
Hunter
that was actually number 3 if you check the Warcraft logs. Are you sure about that? Not the last time I checked. Oh, in the last 2 days.
Oh, so after the buffs?
I'm out. I don't know. We'll have to see this week, but they were horrible. They were dead last in normal. Well, hold on. Right above this spec, Arcane Mage. They were dead last, second to last in normal, heroic, and mythic rating. And also on Mythic Plus, they weren't doing good on the logs. So they were horrible. They were probably overall one of the worst DPS specs in the entire game, if not the worst. Very interesting, Victor. I'll have to check that. Are you a survival main? I'd love to pick your brain on it. Bear damage increased by 40%. Boar damage increased by 40%.
Buffs.
All damage increased by 4%. And the frequency at which they get them. Half the pack leader duration reduced to 25 seconds. Nope, Warrior. Oh, I'll go fuck myself then. Sorry. It's crazy how Blizzard did a better job of balancing when they didn't care about balancing at all. Then since they've tried to answer the player whining on the forum. Yeah, that's weird. I don't love that. Can't stand that. It's all on Ian's shoulders. He's the man in charge. I checked Warcraft logs this morning to see how everyone was doing after the buff stats nerfs. Yeah, I typically wait till Monday, and then I try to come out with a video Tuesday on stuff like that. You know, to get everyone's like logs in. Lots of shifting. Yeah, we'll see.
I can't believe marksmanship. It's hunters, man. It seems every time there's hotfixes, this whole expansion, it's just walls and walls of text for them.
It's hunters and mages,
bro,
and even shamans. Dude, those 3 specs. Oh my god, they're schlobbing the knob over there. It's crazy. Oh. Survival's a blast to play. Just doesn't bring anything well, it just doesn't bring anything. I think that's what you meant. Doesn't bring anything at all.
That's correct.
Oh. Insane.
Frank shot.
Wow. Insane.
Don't forget misdirection.
Misdirection is insane. So yeah, Dark Ranger got once again hella buffed. I gotta figure out a way to play Hunter. I've never played it before. I gotta play it. I gotta try it. Maybe do a 0 to hero series or something. I don't know. Arcane Mage, the worst overall DPS spec in the game outside of AUG. 8% buff.
Aura buff.
Let me tell you something. 8% is good. By the way, I don't know if you know. And I will say, the design of them, they listen, when I play them, I don't want to speak for like Arcane Mage mains out there, but they feel fun. Like, they feel fun to play, but like, I don't know. Their damage is bad. So I guess they didn't adjust anything design-wise and just flat 8% turn the knob, which is a lot.
8%'s a lot.
8% on every single ability is crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So, you know, Frost
4%.
I guess it needed some buffs. I love when people were, you know, attacking me so hard in the pre-patch. They were like, Frost is way better than Fire. I gotta find that comment and tell that guy he's an idiot and tell him it's this age like milk. Anyways, Fire got nerfed by 3%. I think it needs, I guess, a slight nerf. I mean, it's just gonna keep rising and rising and rising. Flat buffs equals we don't know how to fix this. Yeah, exactly. So they're just gonna dial it up, see what happens, see if the design is fine, and go from there. That's literally it. When it comes to Windwalker, they had to get nerfed. 4%, we'll see if it was enough. I don't mind Windwalker being the best. Someone has to be the best, okay? Someone has to be the best.
Nothing wrong with Windwalker being the best for once, bro.
I agree. And I don't see anything wrong with that.
Bro.
And by the way, it's definitely not the best in Mythic Plus. It's pretty average, actually.
Well, let it be good and
so,
let it be the best in the raid, bro.
In my opinion, I don't see any problem. I don't know why they're getting nerfed.
Also, they deserve to be the best. Have you seen their tier set? It looks
goated.
The best looking tier I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's the best tier set this patch.
So
the rotation on Arcane is easy to screw up and it takes longer to recover. Sure. I guess compared to some of the other specs, yeah, I could agree. Mistweaver, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know shit about Mistweaver. This is one of the specs I don't know anything about. Hook me up, bro. That's all you. Brewmaster, it does not need damage buffs. It needs a rework.
You might as well do the damage buffs now.
Sure.
We're not going to rework it right now.
It needs a rework so bad. This spec, Kuzi went on a rant with me for like 20 minutes talking about how terrible this spec is. Because he's doing a 0 to hero on it right now. He's like, bro, it's horrible. There's so many design issues. He'll go off for 20 minutes. Holy Paladin. This is something I actually know a good amount about. But I was playing it all morning. I was doing Mythic plus 2s, 4s, 6s, and even I think I got a 7 in there. Let me tell you something. It's pretty fun. Let me tell you something else. This was post-buff, and it was still kind of tough sometimes in AoE heavy pressure scenarios to get things going. By the way, I'm very new. I'm talking about less than 10 hours played. So I am very new to Holy Pally. It is fun, though.
Holy Paladin.
Yes, Holy Paladin.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you were talking about Prot.
I'm talking about Holy.
You have no business playing a healer.
Why?
You got no business.
No business?
Got no business.
I got no respect.
Holy.
I go to work all day, I come home. Got no respect. Yeah, Max. You don't even know what's going on with Max right now, do you?
No. Never talks to me.
Max. Tell him. Yo, by the way, I want to appreciate all of you guys for being in the chat right now. We got 40 people on YouTube, 20 viewers on Twitch. Let's keep up those numbers. We're actually blasting right now. Hit Lance with the cheese touch is crazy. It's super sensitive. Fire and Frost are just so much more fun on mage. Absolutely. It's the easiest healer by far. Just so hard to heal a full party by yourself. I wonder what that even means. Like, how can you explain that as a healer? Listen, it's easy and heals pretty well, but I just can't heal all of you. What?
I can pick one guy.
That's what I'm saying.
That's who I'm healing.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of tough because they have like this, you know, beacon of light, right?
Yes.
They have like an AoE-ish beacon of light where you can spread it on all 5 of your party members, but the healing overall is reduced by I think like 30 or 40% or something like that. So like, the AoE beacon, and you're just chunking out, you're tossing out those big chunky single target heals. It's fun. I'm gonna be honest, I like the gameplay. I think it's pretty cool. Interesting. I think it definitely needed the buffs though, because man, I'll tell you, if you tell me 20% less healing on Light of Dawn, which by the way, Light of Dawn is garbage in itself. It's horrible heal. What's up, boys? Didn't even know y'all were live till I saw the guild chat. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, guys, if you're in the guild right now, I need you guys to, like, please, if you want to help support the channel, I don't need money. I don't need anything. But go in the guild chat and say, yo, they're live right now. The stream is popping. Yo, help us out, bro. I want to get the guildies in here. We want to show you guys some love. We got the merch as well. If you guys are interested.
You want to play the trailer again?
Yeah, I'll play the trailer. Yo, check it out right now. I'm home, by the way, not driving. Oh,
well, thank God you got home safe, buddy.
Let's go, dude. We also have the merch. Check out the merch here really, really quick.
Okay, the wait is over, ladies and gentlemen. The first official merch drop from the Comeback Kids is here. We've got 2 classics, our clean and bold Comeback Kids logos, but we also got the real deal. Our very first limited edition exclusive one-time drop, the Retro Goblin Comeback Kids design. And once this shirt is gone, it's gone for good. Don't wait too long because we don't want you missing out. Hit the link in the description below to head on over to the site and grab your merch to rep the Comeback Kids in style today.
Boom, there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa.
Don't forget, we are also wearing them now, so if you want like a decent example, this is what they look like. The prints
goblin.
came out amazing, dude.
It's not this shiny. There's just a light shining on me, by
Feels
the way.
so freaking good. It is amazing. Awesome, awesome shirt. We make it literally 2 feet behind the camera. It's in-house, high quality stuff. Check it out right now. CBK merch shop. Check it out. I promise, dude. I promise you guys will not be disappointed. It's right there for the guild. You gotta get it going, dude. Anyways, let's go back now. This is Brain Freeze. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
How you doing, man?
Let's go. They look great. Yo, thanks, Bernie, man. Appreciate it. I can do that if you drive
Bernie.
home. Yo, Mark.
Wait a second. Bernie,
go.
I've been seeing you in the Discord hanging out with people, man. I'm so happy to see that. That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
That is pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, he's putting the freaking... That's insane.
For anyone who's a sub or a member, can we get a howdy or a yikes?
Yeah, let's get some sub-only emotes in the chat, guys. See, that's about money.
Let's get this shit popping.
Oh,
In here, though, you
Lance
know?
is getting...
Let's get involved.
Yo, Lance is
Now,
getting...
Sky, let's
hype.
talk about...
Are you done with this?
Yeah, well,
Okay,
actually,
Holy
no, I'd like to
Priest.
talk about
They
mine.
got healing buffed.
Holy Priest, big heal buff. Let's talk about the most important spec.
We're calling LOL because it destruction. Wait, a devastation evoker, maybe? Subbed on YouTube. Let's go, baby.
Guys. Let's
Devastation, yeah.
Talk about my Shadow Priest.
Oh, no. Why did Shadow Priest get
Guys,
nerfed, man?
this is what happens when you fly too close to the sun.
Sergeant Stogies. Howdy. Kind of a going to... Yo, listen. Bro, you got to try it. I'll go on my Blood Decay. You go on your Holy Priest. We're chilling, bro. We're chilling.
Shadow just
I need
flew.
this emote when Sky's in my keys. Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yo, I do pretty decent. I hold my own with you, man. It's tough though, but Shadow Priest get nerfed. What do you think about that? Honestly, do you think they needed the 3% nerf? Be real.
No, they were middle of the pack.
I don't think so either. I don't know. 4-piece Shadow is popping off. Yeah, it was good, but
There's
then
there's one fight in the raid.
Oh, Manathor, what's going on, baby?
What's up, bro? There's
Let's
one
go.
fight in the raid where Shadow is like really fucking good, and it's Bandit.
Yeah.
Because you could just dot all of the targets and then you focus the boss.
Okay.
We can't have that, man.
Liquid took like 3 S Priest for one fight, I think.
Yeah, it was, listen,
Yeah,
one arm
those-
Bandit because they're
Those
the best.
6 PIs though, plus the damage.
Yeah, they were the best spec for one arm Bandit. Sure. Okay. Well, we're gonna nerf Balance Druid because they brought how many of those did they bring for sticks? Bunk
I
Chunker.
think like 4.
Yeah. So no offense, but suck me. I mean, what do you want me to say, bro? What do you want me to say? They're not that good.
Yeah,
They're not that
they're
good.
really not. They're really, really, really not.
I can't even top damage in my raid.
No, that's not true.
I can't, dude. I'm literally close to the last every single time.
Bro, stop.
my
People are
damage
gonna
is
think
not
that's
good, bro.
true. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Guys, in case you're wondering, he's literally like 1 or 2, maybe 3 every time. You're not that guy, pal. You're not
Right,
that
man.
guy. You're not that guy. Anxious for the trial tomorrow. You go have fun, bro. You go have fun.
Listen, don't be nervous about your trial, guys, because the thing is, when you play nervous, you play like shit.
Bro,
When
have a
trial,
couple shots.
no, don't do that.
What? Why
Don't
not?
do that. Just play loose, man. Play loose.
That's how you get loose.
When you're in this trial, okay,
Wait a second.
you gotta be loose. It's not about, oh, am I gonna fuck up? Don't worry about that, okay? Play your game. You're good enough.
Wow.
You are good enough. You earned this. Okay?
Wow.
You earned this.
Yo, can I get some Lance hype
Oh,
in
I
the
got
chat?
That being said, that's all I got. Guys, I'll see you in the next
What?
one. Hey.
We literally have
Wow.
another half an hour minimum.
Oh.
What? Yo, let's get some Lance hype in the chat.
Oh,
Lance,
shit.
What?
What? You know what comes tomorrow?
I thought it was supposed to come today.
Yeah, so did I. We got screwed on it, but it didn't.
I need Lance to talk like that before every raid. Yo, I'm telling you, bro.
Guys, listen.
Lance hype. Lance hype. Lance hype. Those shirts are hype. Yo, Steven, these shirts are hype.
Link it again.
Oh, Steven, I think I just made yours. I have to check, bro. I gotta check real quick. Has to be away. Weeksy.
He's checking if he made the shirt, guys. So, here's the thing. Does Shadow deserve the nerf? No, they didn't. I'll be honest with you.
I think so either.
But we take it on the chin. Boom. Boom.
Move on.
And we keep moving. I had a shit vault this week.
Oh, yeah, mine were
But we keep
horrible.
pushing forward.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. I definitely made Mark's. And I think I made Jason's. Mark, Jason, and Jesse. I think those were the guys. I don't want to call out your whole names, but Mark, Jason, Jesse. So we'll see about that one. That's crazy. Do your 4 mythics for the weekly box? Oh, absolutely. Yo, Slushies, thanks for all. Appreciate the love, baby. Go to the PC share. Let's go back here. Let's wrap this up. We've been talking about this shit for a while. Holy got buffed. Discipline got lightly nerfed by literally nothing. Assassination single target got buffed, which honestly I don't think it needed it. It's the AoE spec niche. Once again, you go to Shaman, they're gonna get tons of buffs and changes.
Oh, shit.
Demonology.
Oh, God.
A slight buff, I guess. I don't know. Oh! Womp womp with the Comeback Kid membership. Yo, if you guys are a Comeback Kid on YouTube, let me get some howdy do you do.
Oh, let's get, should we get some howdies or some yikes in the chat?
Yo, let's get a little everything.
Get a
dude.
little
We're
yikes
balling.
in the
And then
chat,
Protection Warrior did get nerfed a little bit on the DPS end.
A little less bonk.
Moving on. Yeah, they did break down to like the percentages. Let me see if I can pull this up. So you could check here by this lovely graphic. Okay, dude, really?
All shirts are getting, everyone who ordered shirts, by the way, the Goblin shirt is getting shipped out tomorrow morning. We're going to make, we probably have our, like I said, we have our work cut out for us tonight. Let's just say daddy here is not going to get to see his son before he goes to bed tonight.
Yeah.
Okay? We got a lot of shirts to print. And we're just two guys who don't know what the hell we're doing with this
I'm going
thing.
to Wawa after. Treat myself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself, king. All right, anyways. This is apparently the percentage of DPS increase. Yeah, you could see right here, AUG is actually less than 7.5%. Actually 5. Apparently, this is only a 2% damage buff for BM because I still don't think they're using, what is it, Dark Ranger?
I think so.
Because it's Pack Leader and Dark Ranger.
Yeah.
They don't have Sentinel. So yeah, they still don't use that. I mean, like the tooltip said, 4% for them, 8% for them, 4, 5. I guess it's only a 5% for them, 3% for 4.5 nerfs to those guys across the board, 5% on Prot, which really ain't shit. I was hoping I'd see a little bit more out of Holy. 6% is kind of, but Resto didn't need changes. But overall, that's what we got. Also, the Boston event. Is there anyone out there that is going to be going, Jesus Christ, is going to be going to the Boston event coming up in May, by the way? Yeah, I use Pack Leader. Yeah, I prefer Pack Leader as well.
Yeah, for this Boston event, I gotta get us our tickets.
Are we actually going?
Either way, the tickets are free, so I'm gonna try to get them.
Oh, they're free?
The tickets to go to the event is free. The only thing we'd be paying for are flight tickets and lodging.
Oh, wow, really?
And then when you're there, it's a bunch of free food. They give you a bunch of merch and swag, and
swag.
you get to meet Holly Longdale and Ian Hazakostas.
Holly Longdale using Hazakostas.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, that event is going to be going out, which is very interesting. We're going to see if we're going. I don't know. It's kind of tough.
Short 1 to 2 block walk from the club. Yeah. Okay. I mean, listen. we're gonna see what happens. But either way, I'm gonna try to get tickets tomorrow.
If we can get an interview, we'll try to go.
We gotta message our friend Alex Lynn, don't we?
That's the most important thing. Is anyone planning on going to one of those? Bro, didn't
That's
you
the last
go?
one.
Didn't you go? Didn't you go to the one in Canada? I thought you went. Pretty confident you did. If I'm not mistaken. Go through. Boom. No shot started 2 new jobs. Oh shit. You might be
You
packed.
double dosed? He did the double dose?
Actually crazy. Yo, by the way, guys, don't forget this week is pretty big when it comes to guild stuff. We are doing that heroic sort of like a trial.
Yeah, the trial run for the Thursday night team is tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
Listen, the Thursday night team gonna be taking things a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Gotta have full consumes, gotta have full enchants, gotta be ready to go. Gotta know the fights, you know what I mean? Gotta be, gotta mind those P's and those Q's.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to have, you know, a group in the guild that is, they're pushing, right? They're trying to get some shit done.
Mm.
But you know me and Skyy, we're men of the people, you know? We're here to play with the people. Here to play. With that also being said, going into heroic, we're going to take things a little bit more serious as well, right?
Yeah, just a bit. We're definitely going to have an item level requirement.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably going to be set at what, 645?
Yep.
I would say.
That's what it is. We already said it. RC Loot Council's coming back.
RC Loot Council is coming back. Actually, that's a really good point.
Just to be clear, I am the council, me alone.
Oh, no.
So,
You wish. Now, we'll probably have a good five, maybe 6-ish people on there. We're going to obviously divvy out loot accordingly. It's nothing too crazy. I know people get really scared when they, hear the words Loot Council. They think, people are going to be taking loot for themselves, but are you guys going to create a normal run too every week or just heroic? I mean, we can.
actually, I was talking with Liliana. She was saying something like she might want to run a normal group one of the days.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Do a normal run just to kind of keep it going.
Do you know what day she was maybe planning on?
And we were playing around with the idea of actually doing maybe a Thursday as well.
That's cool. I'll do it with her. Yeah, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Also, I would like to have one. I know I keep putting it out there. I just need to do it. Like, I just need to start.
Or you just put it, you put up a sign-up sheet and that's it. And then you X up for invite. At this point, normal is, it's getting to the point now where
Normal's obsolete.
you can knock it out in an hour.
Yeah, if you know the boss fight, sure. We would need normal to perfect for the raid. It's good to still go into normal and get reps for the boss fights, especially if you're trying out new characters. For example, Max. Max needs to finish gearing up and do a normal run. I was thinking Thursday, but if another night works better, I can do that. Interesting.
No, I mean, well, if you're gonna lead the run, you pick what night works best for you.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I would say, honestly. If you're gonna step up and lead, you pick, and if people show up, they show up.
Exactly. I absolutely agree, because
that's what I say.
Because I'm at the point where I want to lead another team of just normal and maybe dabble in heroic, help people like understand how boss fights and mechanics work, gearing up, enchanting your gear, no messing around. Like when it comes to helping them, not in terms of like being cutthroat, like you better be good. It's actually cutthroat on helping you improve.
Yeah.
Like because so many people play the game and there's so many things that they can improve upon, rather than me being like, hey, you either make the cut or you don't. I wouldn't mind going on, like, for example, my augmentation, getting some reps in, having fun, playing with some guildies, maybe having a drink, kicking back, and, helping people out, teaching them some stuff. I feel like that'd be cool. Yeah, you overgear normal quick. Yeah, absolutely you do. Normal is
Yeah, delves have made it to the point where it's like,
It's
besides the tier set, what do you even need from normal?
It is so efficient running delves, man. I was playing with Max. In case you're wondering, he's playing Prot Warrior right now. And he was at 590, I think 6 item level. In 3 delves, we got him from 596 to I think 620.
Oh,
In 3 delves.
yeah.
So, you tell me what that means. That is insane.
No, and it kind of it leads to one of the talking points I wanted to bring up is the game for the casual player has never been better. There's never been more to do in the game,
There's
right?
never been.
On top of all these things that you could always do in a modern WoW, right? You could do transmog runs, mount runs, this, that, and the other. It's not just world quests that you have at the end game, right? If you want to do something in the current content, you have these delves now, and it's like, well, for someone like me, wife, kid, full-time job,
Yeah.
helping with the channel, helping with do the podcast, I'm still like, my character's competitive.
Yeah.
Right? I'm 649 item level now. And I play what? Really, I play 2 nights a week. One of them being a raid night. And I'm still competitive because of delves. I'm able to keep up somewhat. The game has never been better for players like me. And listen, whether that's good or bad for the game long term, that's a whole nother.
It's a whole nother can of worms. We'll
it's a whole nother discussion.
It's like building a house next to a nuclear plant. We'll
But I'll
figure
tell
that
you
out
what,
later.
I'm willing to put money that the majority of the player base is like me, right? They don't have a ton of time to play. And we know the numbers. Delves is the most played content in the game.
Delves is by far the most participated content in the entire game.
Yeah, well, is it because people can only play solo, or is it just because how easy it is to get free loot?
Just because how easy it is to play a video game.
Yeah. So,
like, I'll tell you something right now. I can spend 3-4 hours with Broform, who's a healer, by the way, queuing up for mythic dungeons, and I can still feel like I'm not getting anything other than simply boosting my score a little bit. Like, Mythic Plus is still, like, don't get me wrong, it's way better than last season. Way better. Between getting crest and everything, it is, I couldn't even tell you how much better it is. But, like, at the end of the day, I just don't get any loot unless I'm using my sparks to craft something. Like, it's so hard to get a piece of fucking gear. It's like, I still feel like I'm getting my ass whipped every time. Like, it's tough. And you gotta rely on, other people, not breaking the key. Do they know the fights? Dude, there's so many times where I'll get down to the last boss, and then literally no one knows the fight. It's happened, I'm like, how? How does this happen? How do you not know a fight? Like, 7, 8, 9 Mythic Plus? Like, come on, man. Mythic Plus is for getting higher gear in vaults more than getting loot from the instance. Yeah. No, loot from the instance is a scam. I have a day job, my own business, and 4 kids. Delves and pugging is what makes it practical to play endgame content. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Mark, it's opened up the game, right? Like,
Yeah.
in
much
Dragonflight, I was forced to, like, my game was we queued arena, right? When I logged in, that's all we could do, because it's the only way I could feel like I could keep up. Okay, well, I could spend my 2 nights that I get to play a week just queuing with you and whatever. I could have all my gear and I get to do it every night.
Yeah.
Now when I log in, it's like, okay, I'm going to log in. I'm going to do a delve.
Bro, you can get so much done in 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a reset with bountiful keys.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You can get so much loot so fast. You should easily, like,
Well, now
give me
I
2
can get gilded.
resets. Give me 2 resets. I'll be 650 item level just with doing delves. 2 resets. That's all I need.
Easily. It's
It is gnarly.
It's awesome.
I've done tier 3 delves 8 out of 8 for the week to at least have 3 shots at all 632. Yeah, I mean, the goal is to try to hit that tier 8 delve. Because if you hit that tier 8 delve, you get heroic pieces in your vault as well.
Yeah.
37 watching and only 13 likes on the stream. Shame. Hey, man, it is what it is.
I've gotten to the point now where, like, a tier 8 I can get done in 10 minutes.
Yeah, tier 8s are pretty easy. Oh, my warlock, don't even get me started. tier 11s are a joke to me on my Warlock, but he's strong.
Yeah.
655 with your pet tanking everything. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty strong.
Yeah, I could do tier 11s. Tier 11s take like 25 minutes for me.
Yeah. I would say.
Which is fine. I like the challenge of them.
Yeah, no, I like them too. It's fun.
Delves are.
I have
delves
like
are awesome.
blast with delves. Do you understand? They have delves in their own. There's like, what is it? Like 20 different delves. Then
Yep.
they each have 3 to 4 variants.
Yep.
That's insane.
No, it's awesome. And I love how they changed from season 1 to season 2.
Yeah.
Um,
No, they just made this season is blast.
Oh, by the way, another thing that's happening in the 0.5 patch, and we messed around with it a little bit. The Dastardly Duos, we
Yeah.
were messing around with that. That was a
Actually-
lot of fun, huh?
I might have some footage to show.
Yeah, we were enjoying the Dastardly Duos a lot. On the PTR, that was pretty cool. I think they're too easy right now, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty.
Oh
cool.
no, yeah, they're a little too easy right now, but I mean that just comes with basic adjustments and stuff. But yeah, the amount of gear you can get, yo, I feel you, Womp. Like it's opened up the game so much for me in terms of playing alts. It is so much fun. It is so much fun. I can't believe how much fun I'm having.
Yeah.
I don't. It's crazy. Mythic Zeros drop champ gear on each boss and can all can gear it all pretty quickly. Yeah. But still, at the end of the day, by the way, and I was just testing this out today. You go on a Mythic Zero, and I'm not trying to say anything, but you play with players who aren't that great. And if you're trying to speed do it, there's nothing better in the game than Delves. It's not even close. It's not even close. You should have seen what me and Max were dealing with today. He was literally second in damage in a group as Prot Warrior on a 593 item level Prot Warrior.
Yikes.
So like, yeah, talk about an issue. It was a problem. But man, the amount of alts you can have right now in the game with Delves, you can straight up do a full clear of Delves and get a hero piece. You get 4 champion plus a hero, and you'll be ready for normal raid instantly. You can get loot from that as well. And then you also have the weekly quest, and now you have 3 sparks.
Now you can do a full clear of LFR.
And then you also have the story mode for the free ruined crest for your 658 weapon instantly.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, right? Insane. He goes, that's also me. Most aren't me. Insane. Yo, everyone in chat. Can I get a,
No way.
Can I get some love from my boy Max here? Chat, check him out. Fuck, he's slick, man. Oh, no. Daddy. Plat is in the chat.
It isn't Platinum Blade, huh?
It's
Platinum Blade, you dog.
Yo, I sent you
dog.
I sent you messages the other day. I don't think you responded.
Dude, I've been sending Plat messages for like 12 months. He's never responded once. And then he just keeps saying that you've never messaged me once. He's such a liar.
That's good.
I don't know who does that.
Yeah, he doesn't respond to me either. It's
Crazy.
I said you had a crush on me. Nice, Max. Much love. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Plaid, you check out the new merch? Yo, check it out. We got some freaking merch, dude.
Look, Plat, we're a goblin.
Yo, by the way, guys, you absolutely... Because we've sold over 10 of the goblin shirts by now. Actually, I think it's 9. No.
It's literally
that's
12.
That's a lie. I'm wrong. You guys got to go check it out. And we have limited prints only. And I you know, the whole thing is I'm trying to get it for guildies. So if you guys are interested, go to the CBK merch shop, dude. I promise you guys will not be disappointed. We hand print them right behind that freaking camera, and we do it. Math is hard, yo. You're fucking right.
But we have extra large size. But if you need bigger, we could get you that too.
That is true. Yeah, we could special order for Platty Daddy.
That was sure one way of doing it.
Insane. Yeah, they call Max Maxi Pad lately. I'm not sure why though.
Maxi Pad. Maxi Pat.
I need to do M0s on my pally soon, so you can come with me and we can work to get you some gear. Damn, Liliana, you're a Chad, bro. On your pally. Is that a prop pally? Heavy flows, crazy. Can I get a 10x? I want to use it as a blanket. It would be insane.
Yes.
Is that possible?
I mean, you could.
We just need a way bigger fucking machine.
You need a bigger print.
That would be insane.
I mean, you could.
No, yeah, you could. We just need a big print.
Or you could just do multiple prints. What if we took all those, the first logos and just put it all over?
That's pretty funny. Damn. All right, well, listen, chat. I mean, I guess sadly we kind of have to end a little bit early. We do have like 9 prints. Actually, I think more. We have to print a lot of shirts right now. Like, a lot. And it is 10 o'clock at night. And I still have to eat dinner. So sadly, we do kind of have to wrap it up early. But good news, we're talking about doing a podcast twice a week now. Now, like this week, we might figure something out. Maybe it'd be like...
Oh.
I don't know. What?
Well, actually, last week I said it. And it was almost like manifesting. And I said that I was in contact with a ex-dev from WoW.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, he had not responded to me. He actually responded now. And we are working on getting an interview set up with him for one of these podcasts.
That's insane.
So we're going to have an ex-World of Warcraft dev on here. We can maybe do an hour or 2 with him, just shooting the shit, talking the game.
That is going to be sick.
Talking where he thinks the game is going and everything like that. So that is super exciting. I'm actually super hyped for that.
That shit is hype.
Yeah, I mean...
Big W. Big W from Lance, dude. Lance got that done. So we do have a ex-World of Warcraft Blizzard developer coming on the Comeback City podcast. Maybe for the 10th episode. 10th episode hype.
Could be.
We're on episode number 8. Next one is 9, but we are going to get 2 streams a week going, guys. We're going to be growing the stream, I promise you. It's growing literally every time we go in here. Tonight, we had 20 on Twitch. I think we peaked at like 40-something on YouTube, which was insane. Super, super cool, man. Lance gave him the Dyson vacuum, reverse double-fisted.
Oh, yeah.
Gluck Gluck 3000 behind the scenes.
You already know.
Anyways, yo, I love you guys so much. We're going to get 2 streams a week going. I promise. We're going to keep this going. Comeback City is popping. Do not forget, guys, we got to get rid of this merch or else I can't live in this house anymore. I will literally, I'll get kicked out. I have maybe a week left. And you ask Lance about it. It's not looking good. I invested all my money into these shirts. I bought a $500 machine.
Oh, God.
I'm in severe debt. And I need help. So this is why I come to you as a friend, a GM, a creator, and even a fun guy, right? I'm kind of a fun guy. I'll put on the clown nose. I'll dance a little.
Oh, Liliana's wearing hers now.
Oh, dude, what a Chad. Yo, check out the merch shop, man. I promise you guys won't be disappointed. Limited time. Enjoy it.
Guys.
God bless you guys, man. Lance, got anything to say?
Guys, if you don't help him out, he's going to have to come live with Daddy again.
Oh, God.
I don't have any room. I have an actual baby in the house.
Oh, God.
Help this kid out. Yeah?
Anyways, yo, check out the merch shop. I promise you guys won't be disappointed. I love you guys. God bless you.
Wow, love you, buddy.
Comeback City, episode 8, wrapping up. We will see you guys in the next one.